Actually, this is a good question. Was this yours, my son? What has been the best video game adaptation of a movie that you've played or have experienced?
Yeah, so this
Video game
wasn't mine.
adaptation of a movie, or a movie adaptation of a video game.
Oh, sorry, yeah. No, a video. No, as in like
It's a video game.
Why don't
adaptation,
you
not a
ask
movie or
the
TV
person
show,
who
bro.
asked the question?
Yeah, I was gonna say the question wasn't mine, but Rav, take it away, bro.
Yeah,
It's
but
fine,
I
I'll
just
shoot
thought
you,
this
it's
would be an interesting topic because it's something that we've discussed off the podcast quite a number of times.
We don't do that, bro. I don't talk to you. I don't even like you, man. Off the
Right,
podcast. What the fuck
right.
you on
Of
about?
course, of course.
true.
Yeah.
Well, it's something I've imagined us
True.
discussing
Sure,
many
yeah,
times.
yeah.
And the question
In
is,
between all
what
the Tinder
is
swipes.
what is the best alternate medium adaptation of something that's originally a video game? So either movie or TV show, really, is what we're talking about.
Oh, so video game to movie.
Yeah, or video game to TV. And the reason why this is kind of a hot topic right now is because The Last of Us, right? So that's been the big discussion point at the moment. People are saying it's the best kind of adaptation of turning a video game into another medium that they've seen. But I just wanted to throw that question out there because lots of things get thrown around. Oh, also at the moment, Mario movie's out, so that's kind of in discussion. People have mentioned like Sonic. I think if you go back old school, people really liked Silent Hill. That was originally a video game. So there's
Resident
a lot,
Evil?
a lot of these.
Resident Evil.
Okay.
The Resident Evil was so bad.
So there's been a lot of stuff over the years. Of course, we can all name some terrible adaptations. Specifically, I'm thinking like Prince of Persia. Unfortunately, overall, though, I'm not entirely sure how the general public receives the Tomb Raider films. I think they're generally considered to be reasonably average. But the reason why I wanted to mention is because I think there's been one movie in particular which has kind of gone flying under the radar a little bit. And in all these discussions...
Don't say something trash. Please don't say something trash.
No. This is something that actually Jay and I watched together only maybe a couple of months ago.
And
Jay, you ruined it.
I think this is something that never really enters the discussion. But in my opinion, after watching this film, this is the single best representation of a video game in another medium. Okay, and that is the 2020 release of the Mortal Kombat movie. Okay.
Are you actually kidding me?
No, 100%, bro.
Are you flipping kidding me?
100%,
bro.
If you could
take this up,
if you could take any video game and literally like pick it up and drop it into another medium, yeah, that movie is the one. Okay,
I'm actually lost for words. I'm actually genuinely lost words.
This is such a good story,
bro.
Bro,
I'm about to rip into you, bro.
No, go for it.
There's so many things.
Don't say right until you've seen that movie. Okay,
we've seen it.
You've seen it.
We've seen it.
You've seen Kano Wins, yeah.
We paid money for it, bro.
That movie's elite, bro.
All right, let's break it down. First of all, we will talk about your shit choice number one. We'll go with your shit choice number one, and then I'll tell you the actual serviceable answers.
Okay.
Right. So first of all, it's actually kind of funny you said Mortal Kombat 2020 because the one that is most iconic to me is the 95 one.
Right.
The 95 one, absolute dog washes the 2021. So yeah, the 2021 I think is honestly ass. I'm being honest. The storyline itself is rubbish. The cool thing about the movie, the only good thing is they really did a good adaptation of like bringing over that brutality aspect, the fatalities,
100%.
the violence. That is great. Rest of the movie, just so average.
But look, you don't play Mortal Kombat for the story. Okay,
that's not even true. You're wrong, bro.
No, everyone knows the story. You go to Mortal Kombat, you fight Shao Kahn, and you win. There you go. Okay.
I can't you're trying to solve Earthrealm, bro.
I haven't played the game, but I've watched the storylines.
Yeah, same.
I've just watched the cutscenes.
Yeah, the cutscenes.
MKX Ice and Fire channel. Check it out on YouTube. I've literally watched the whole thing.
Bro, I'm subbed to that guy, bro.
Come on, gang.
You missed the 4K HD at the end of the channel name.
It's the most no, but that's not the point, right? The point is it's the most faithful to its source material of any of these other things. Okay.
I mean, you're still wrong. You're still wrong.
Well, no, because
but,
it is literally Mortal Kombat, the game. You know, back in the day, when they used to have like the movie, the video game. This is
yes,
like
yes.
Mortal Kombat, the game, the movie. Okay, it's like that.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but go on,
I,
Rashid.
I think it was a good movie, and I do agree with Rav on that term on that side of things, where it was like visually and the fact that it is what is happening on screen, amazing. Like it was so cool to see that kind of stuff. But at the same time, when you watch a movie, you still want some sort of element of like the storyline to be captivating for you, because you're going to spend 2 hours of your life sitting there watching something, right? You're not playing
Wasted.
it.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the key distinction between playing the game and watching the movie, which is where I feel like Mortal Kombat lacked a bit, or just a
I
bit.
think there are plenty of movies that you can enjoy just for the visual splendor, and it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
an amazing story. And
Yeah, I
it did.
agree.
Avatar.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
the
yeah.
fact is, it did amazing
What?
fan service, right? That's the thing. The amount of like Easter eggs and references that they
You-
threw in there. For those that are fans of Mortal Kombat, you're going in and you're getting a fully fledged Mortal Kombat experience. You can't say that you're not experiencing Mortal Kombat when you watch that movie.
True, but are you saying that even like that is the best movie adaptation of a game compared to all of the others in that
Yeah,
sense,
he
when you're just
is.
watching it for the sake of it?
Well, okay,
Because it could be like there could be like
I have to admit, like I haven't seen all the others, and specifically, I also
mm,
haven't seen The Last of Us, right?
same to be fair.
But that was the most what I've experienced so far. That's been the most faithful rendition. Now,
Fair.
if you isolate it away from video games and you say, was it a good experience on its own? Yeah, then you can say, okay, there's way better movies out there. But you have to
Got
say
you.
what you're taking from the source material and adapting it to another medium. What is the closest? What is the closest relative?
Transition.
I think that's what,
Okay,
you.
from
so
what I've experienced so far, that has to be up there.
Fair
okay, so
enough.
I would say this. One, it's not an entirely accurate adaptation, so I can't even necessarily agree with you that format, and it's also not a good film, right? Because from what I remember, the main
Shucks.
character, what was his name? Can't remember his
He
name.
wasn't.
It's not
Yeah,
Luke.
the main character isn't.
It's not Liu Kang.
Yeah. Sure.
You fundamentally are wrong there. Immediately, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay, but
That's like
that's
doing
just
the Uncharted, but it's not though. It's like doing the Uncharted movie, and the main character isn't Nathan Drake. It's like, then what am I watching right now?
right.
This is not the story that I've played for years and years, right? And on top of that, the movie isn't good, bruv. Like the movie's just rubbish. Like if
I
you
mean,
take
I
away the
liked
violence
it.
aspect, yeah, sure, you're entitled to your opinion. I mean, your opinion's wrong,
Right.
but
Thanks, man.
yeah, that's all right.
Well, let's
But the
see
actual,
what have the public voted it. Right. Let's go
yeah.
on the Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, because the public, they know so much.
All right. What have the
bro.
critics rated it? Then?
Oh, the critics,
Wait.
because they know so
Someone
much.
has to have rated it. What has Massam rated it? You fucker.
No, I would
Massam,
actually say, go on.
After this, we need to tell the story of what happened when we got there, fam. Because that
You
was
can drop it, bro.
that was the best. That was top 5 moments of my life. I
You
can't
can
lie
drop
to
it.
you.
Do you want to drop it?
No, let's finish this first. But I just want to make
Sure.
sure that's still on the
Wait.
radar.
To
and
be
everyone's
fair,
like,
yeah, audience score 86%. That's not bad.
are they
What
blind?
is it actually, man?
And
Tired of this bullshit.
and hold on. Just for reference,
It's
Metacritic,
actually
44%.
it's actually
Rotten
86%.
Tomatoes, Rotten
Ooh.
Tomatoes 54%. So you know, maybe the critics do know something.
Fuck you, Shah.
Maybe the critics do. Someone's like, the critics know what makes a good film, bro. It's nuts. But yeah, no, honestly, I would say in terms of loyal adaptations, and I've actually seen a lot. I'm looking at this list.
Right.
So I did watch the Mario movie. Okay.
Okay.
So it's interesting because my favorite might actually be Arcane, right? Which is an adaptation,
Mm.
incredible, of League of Legends. But the thing is, it only takes elements from the IP. I don't know how much of that is real because it's kind of a unique story. So in terms of your criteria of what's a drop in, drop it out kind of adaptation,
Mm.
I don't think it's that loyal because it's quite essentially, it's literally creating the canon in the IP, if that makes sense, right?
Sure.
If you want something straight drag and drop as close as possible, the closest thing I've seen is genuinely the Last of Us TV show.
Mm.
It is
fair enough,
very,
fair enough.
very loyal.
I'll
Yeah,
have to
it's
give it a
very
watch
loyal.
and judge for myself then.
It's very loyal, and it's kind of funny because the elements that there was a certain episode which everybody loved the most, which is also the one that isn't consistent with the canon at all,
Right.
but it was also very loved. But yeah, I've seen a lot. I've seen the Mortal Kombat 95 one
Mm.
is iconic. I watched that as a kid. That movie's probably rubbish as film, to be honest. It's like the 2021. If I watched that as a kid, I'd probably be like,
Right.
you know,
Did you ever see
the
any of the
gore and
Street Fighter
violence.
films?
With Jean Claude. No. No.
Yeah, was that the one?
You see Uncharted, my son.
I saw Uncharted. Horrible. Obviously, you've seen The Witcher.
Elite.
Yeah,
I forgot about The Witcher.
Yeah, seen The Witcher.
Interesting.
You know what? I've seen the
What's it
Tomb Raider
called?
ones, the
Yeah.
new Tomb Raider ones, which, yeah, the less I say about that, the better. I never seen Detective Pikachu though. I didn't see
Apparently
that.
it's
one.
Horrendous.
Is it?
Really?
Oh,
Apparently people liked it.
Nice, bro. They look gross.
Is this
And
is
Ryan
this the
Reynolds
Betty?
just plays Ryan Reynolds. It's just
Yeah,
boring.
to be fair.
Stand up,
that's
bro.
peak.
That's all he does.
Fair play.
Uh,
Damn.
Moving on from movies.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
wait. Let's just cap off this whole section because Masam and Rav said their renditions. Harshu, what do you think is the best adaptation?
Oh, that's hard, you know. I haven't actually watched that many. I've got the list up now. Let me quickly go back to it. I would say I actually really like Silent Hill a lot. That was sick. But I was, it was different for a horror film back then. And apart from that, I haven't really watched anything else, bro. I'll be real. I watched Mortal Kombat Dog. That's literally Arcane. Actually, no, Arcane tops all of it. Arcane top. Actually, no. Witcher. Oh, you fucked me. Ah.
Excuse me. Hey, yo, bro. Wait, hold on.
Well,
Don't make
why not
us noise
objective,
this.
Pause.
Now I understand why the kid said gay.
Oh my god.
No, I'd say Witcher. Which is the best. I can't lie. Which is too cold.
Do you think Witcher's gonna be as good with Hemsworth?
No, lol.
No.
Nah, it's gonna die off, bro. It's
It is
gonna die off.
100% going to die off.
We
yeah.
got
That's what I'm saying.
another contender. We'll have to come back to this conversation when Warhammer comes out.
Oh,
The
Yeah,
thing
the
is,
TV
no
show.
one knows anything about Warhammer.
It's
Nah,
funny
you
you
Warhammer's
say-
tell.
different level. No, you know one
funny
guy
you say
knows
that.
everything about Warhammer. It's fucking Henry Cavill, mate.
Yeah, he's a
Right?
big fan.
So
Talk about
he's
the
gonna
audience. Talk about the audience.
Doesn't matter, mate. He knows it.
Did any of you not see the Warcraft movie?
No, I actually always
No.
wanted to.
Some
I always
people said
wanted
it was
to.
alright, to be fair.
I'll
Is that
give
the same
I'll give
people?
3 from
Go
my
on.
opinion. I'm not like ranking them or anything, but these are 3 that I've always enjoyed. I agree with Harshu. Silent Hill, I always loved that as a kid. I thought that film was sick. It was
So
nuts.
cold.
And then recently, Arcane was elite. I'm a bit biased, but I personally think the 2 new Sonic films are really good.
I actually haven't
Okay.
seen them.
The storytelling is great, and the use of Sonic's powers, Knuckles, Tails' powers, like actually making their characters feel like their characters. I think they did a very good job. And Jim Carrey's just elite as an actor anyway, so he does Eggman pretty well.
Did they have
Haven't
like
seen that.
Shadow and Silver and stuff?
Shadow's coming in number 3. They teased it at the end, so that's gonna be really cool.
Assassin's Creed, let's say.
Oh,
Yeah,
forgot
no,
about
thanks,
that.
bro.
That got pretty-
Did so nobody's seen Mario then? Nobody's seen Mario other than me.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah.
Very good, and I think it's the first animated movie to pass $1 billion in the box office. I think it's like the most
Mad.
successful animated film since Frozen
Mm.
2. I think so. They've killed it as well.
I did hear it went
Yeah.
crazy. Did you
Yeah.
like Jack Black as Bowser?
So good, so
So you like
good.
his
Was it actually?
Peaches song?
So good,
Bro, that
the
Peaches song is
Peaches
so
song
funny.
is so good. When that started happening in the movie, I was like, "Yeah, this is cinema." I was like, "This is cinema. This is elite."
Must
bro.
have had a moment.
Yeah, bro. This
profound moment.
Yeah,
And
literally
now that you've
explosions.
seen it, will you forever see Donkey Kong with Seth Rogen's voice?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, he does the whole DK rap. The actual funny thing about the movie, and this is why I'm really excited for the sequel, is all of the best bits of the first film is because it's like, oh yeah, that's in Mario. Oh, that's in Mario. Oh, that's in Mario. Like it's so loyal to an adaptation. But like once you make a sequel, all of that magic first time experience is obviously naturally disappeared because the actual plot line of the first film is just an average animated film. It's all the other intricacies that make it awesome. That's
You
going to
know
be
what?
lost in the second one. So
You know
be
what I
excited.
think is underrated? An underrated film. It's not an adaptation. Is Rav still here for you, man?
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
he's
okay,
gone.
okay.
Oh, okay. The audio's there. All right, fine. It's not an adaptation of a game specifically, but it roots in a lot of game characters. And I think it's genuinely a fantastic film, and that's Wreck-It Ralph.
I knew you were gonna say that. It's amazing,
Sick film.
insane.
Wait,
I
you're
haven't
saying
seen that.
that's better than Pixels, bro? Come on.
100%.
People meme Pixels, but that was actually a pretty funny
I
movie.
haven't seen
I
it.
saw
It was
it
f- it was fun.
ironically,
To be fair,
and it was actually
To
Yeah,
be fair, you know what's
exactly.
coming out? Yeah, with freaking Taron Egerton, the Tetris movie's coming out.
It's already out, I think.
Is it?
It's, it's the TV
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
It's the
Oh, it's a
show now.
TV
How have they
show.
done?
I think so,
How-
yeah.
Nah, it's not. It's like
Is it
an
a
hour and a
movie?
half film. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. They did it on the guy who made Tetris Horseshoe, the actual.
Okay, I was gonna say how
Creator.
they're gonna make blocks fall in a fucking movie.
Nah, it's about the guy and him in USSR trying to like get
Yeah,
the
right,
shit
right,
down.
right.
Got you.
Yeah.
Wait,
Makes
Taron
sense, makes
Egerton's
sense.
sick, bro. You know what? He
So
could be the
cold.
new James Bond.
He could.
He
Not
could.
over
He
Taylor
could.
Johnson. What's his name?
What are you talking about? Kick-Ass?
Aaron Taylor. Aaron
yeah.
Taylor.
Aaron
Johnson.
Taylor
Yeah,
Johnson.
That
yeah.
Kick-Ass guy.
He's not.
Mhm.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
he's
though?
pretty sick.
Why?
He's pretty
though?
sick.
I would say
He's
because
sick,
Taron is
but-
not tall enough.
I
would
knew
say.
you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
Man, that's
I would actually
I
like
knew you
Taron.
could. We
It's true,
need
though.
short kings, inclusivity,
Bro,
brother.
yes, I know, but like I'm
Exactly.
being objectively speaking, like Taron. That's why I think Taron Make would be a sick Wolverine. He'd be a sick Wolverine.
Bro, if they can make a brown Barbie, they make a short Bond, bro.
They can't. They never will though. You know Schwarzenegger got snubbed for Hulk in the MCU because he was 2 inches too short,
Mm.
That's a violation, bro. Times have
and,
changed.
and
though.
he's like 6'3".
When was
Wait,
that?
what?
What are you talking?
What?
Because Mark Ruffalo is not tall. When we
Yeah,
talking?
I
about?
know.
That's what I was gonna say.
This is why I'm confused. But they literally, he's come out. He said it before. He said they told him no because he was too short, and he's like
It's not 'cause of that.
6'2".
Arnie's
It's not-
capping, bro. I'm
it's not
sorry.
'cause of that,
Arnie-
brother.
Arnie top five most iconic.
No,
he's
definitely
capping.
not.
Shut the flip up, bro. He's the Terminator. Yes.
Can
he
we
is.
just get into it now? We've done. We put it up twice.
You can only
No,
pick
no,
5
no.
people.
Yeah, and I've named 2 of them. What do you mean?
Go on, name 3 more. Name 3 more.
I have to think about it. Innit? I have to
This
think
guy
about
wants
it.
fucking
Oh,
Margot
no.
Robbie and Ryan Gosling, isn't it?